program that sprays 52 different approved chemicals in the state of Florida in our fresh waterways to the tune of 713,000 gallons a year. Now, when this was done by the FWC for many years, the spraying was pinpoint. Now, as of the Aquatic Control Act in 2011, they turned all the spraying over to private contractors. I've had direct personal relations with them. They get paid by the gallon. They're out there spraying. If anybody happened to see the spray video from the Aaron Brockovich post a couple of days ago, anybody see that spray video? I guided that. That was filmed from the bow of my boat. I took it directly to the sprayer. Not only are at the same time are they spraying a good percentage as glyphosate, and we all have done our homework and know just how nasty this stuff really is. Not only that, but they're indiscriminately spraying all the grasses in the Central Florida lakes, not just the invasive grasses, which are severely limiting the lake's abilities to filter themselves. They all flush into Okeechobee at some point. All right, it's a cumulative effect, and the finger needs to be pointed at the federal government, working through the Army Corps, through the FWC. Thank you.
Okay. I don't like politics one way or the other.
Amen.
I call that hippie. Earth. I've been here for 50 years of my 60 years. I miss the beach. I can't walk it anymore. I miss the holistic stand that I used to stand in. Because we the people. Remember, when you spray your house for the bugs, and you put that stuff on your plants to kill the weeds called Roundup, and you use those exterminators and all that stuff, you're killing your planet. You're killing my planet. And yes, it has gone very big and very global and all of that. And it's now spread all through the waters. But it also starts with us.
Question.
That I'm making a statement, not a question. Total statement.
Go ahead.
And I'll hand it back to you, but I have the right
You do.
to
Absolutely.
actually not play in the what ifs and say we all know there's a problem out there. We can talk about it till we're blue in the face. Let's get everybody, meaning us, we the people, get out there and help clean it up. Stop using the toxins and everything at home. Because it all starts with you at home.
Amen. Okay, so we only have allotted a little bit of time toward this, and I need to let you all know. First, thank you for coming out. Really, honest. By a show of hands, who is doing this Facebook Live or some sort? I see a lot of cameras out there. Thank you.
I got 70,000 people watching.
70,000 people watching us here today. As much as I want to thank you, and I want to thank everybody up here for doing this, we are not going to solve it today. If you came out here thinking we were going to solve it today, I'm really sorry to disappoint you. We have to work a lot. Okay? We have to work. We have to work. The answer to that question over there, who do we have to look to? Who's it up to? It's up to us. Okay? As far as the politics go, as we said before, go to bowlsugar.org. That's a good place to start. Okay. So, I know all you guys have a lot to say. I really do. And I know that you have a speaking session, so I'm not going to worry about you too much right now. But, so, all these guys are going to speak. All these guys are going to be hanging out. However, I know that there's at least one more question that we have to go with this lady right here because she's close.
Okay, so here's the thing, is that there's a lot of people with really lowered immune systems out there like myself. What can we do to not get sick right now? Like, there are so many people that are sick, it's affecting so many businesses. What can we do to fix this? Like, how can we not get sick? I have, like, severe bronchitis right now. Like, we're all sick. Like, what can we do to keep from getting sick at this point? We wear the respirators, we don't follow the mask.
So the answer is, in case you guys didn't hear it in the back, how do we not get sick off of this bacteria?
We can't breathe. I don't think they're
Probably not a single person in this room that's sicker than I am right now, because I have been in it, and I don't. Zyrtec D is helping. It's not going to fix it, but it helps with the symptoms. But what I am going to tell you is if you want to know what you can do about it as an individual, because you can complain to the state and you can complain to the federal government, and we all know where that's going to go. It's not going to go anywhere. What you can do as an individual in your community is vote for a person who can actually make a difference on a local level. Because maybe we can't make rules less strict than what the government does, but we can make them more strict than what the government does. So as a county, we can actually say, no, you cannot use this product in our county anymore. On a county level, you can make your own rules. So pay attention to these people who are running for county offices. It's not just about local, it's not just about state, it's not just about national. Pay attention to who's in your backyard.
If you drive a Prius
Folks,
or a
this is,
Wrangler and you're
again,
parked
something
over
that is
here,
going to need continued
your car is
information.
going to get towed. If you drive a Prius or Wrangler and you're parked over here, your car will get towed.
If you're driving a Prius over there, your car's going to get towed. Address that now. Thank you.
Prius and a Wrangler, he said.
A Prius and a Wrangler.
Yes.
All right.
What he said.
Move your car.
Okay, so Prius and a Wrangler, and you're going to get towed that way. All right, so February 2013, I went to Congress and I spoke to the Senate, and the Senate auditorium videotaped the message for all of them. Identified the over 28 monopolies that the Bush family owns and how they are controlling every single thing that we are here tonight complaining about and a lot of other things you don't even know about. Trust me, it's the same people destroying our planet. They started a long time ago before we were all even here, and it's not going to go away. You've got to dig deep, folks. Follow up on all of our Facebook pages. Follow up on all of our information pages. That's the only way we're going to be able to educate. We can't do it tonight. All of it has to be exposed.
And you know, I wanted to go back to the young lady who, she didn't ask a question, she made a statement. And, you know, I want to applaud her for making that statement because the reality is this, okay? You know, this is on us, okay? This really is on us. It's not about politics, you know. The reality is, like she said, we're putting fertilizers right there on our yards, flowing into our rivers and such like that. We live, sadly, in a society to where it does not matter unless it happens to you. And guess what, folks? You know why there's people here today? Because it's happening to you. Where were you 2 years ago? Where were you 5 years ago? Where were you 10 years ago? The reality is we are behind you, and we are united as the South Florida Clean Water Movement through Inglewood, Venice, Florida, Sarasota and such. Point being is, if we don't get on board with taking care of our own responsibilities in our own backyard, then it's defeatist, and we're only shooting ourselves in the foot. Because guess what? It's happening to us, and guess what? It's happening to you, and that's why the real estate industry and the tourism industry is freaking out, because it's finally happening to them.
Thank you. I want to thank again to all of you guys. I want to thank all of our panelists. Please, let's give them a round of applause for coming out today. I want to say, I don't know if you guys have noticed these photos that have been flashing on the wall over here, but I have. And it's rather devastating. And I just want to give a minute to Dylan John Wade Cox, who's been out here shooting this, to give us a few words on that.
All right, I don't have anything planned. This whole thing wasn't planned, right? So I'm just this guy who's usually a freelance photographer around town, and I got pissed off, right? I just got off an interview today with Televiso Mexico. So 3 million viewers or followers on Facebook. I've been following this since August 4th with my camera, where I accidentally took my dog to the beach. Took that crazy picture of the skyline of Sarasota covered in the dead fish. Since then, I've been to Boca Grande. I've been on a boat in the bay, found 14 dead sharks. I found the dead turtle. I get direct contacts from lifeguards. So it's the movement. It's all of us. The government isn't, the news isn't taking the shots at the turtles. They're standing next to him. And I cry a lot. But one of the ladies from News won't film it. They film the lifeguards by themselves with the pretty backdrop. And I will take all those damn pictures. I will show you I've gotten yelled at. And I'm gonna not cry on Facebook Live anymore. But
It's okay, we're crying with you.
you know, I love Florida. I'm born and raised. I don't want to look at the shit in the fucking museums anymore. I don't want to see it just in the aquariums. So everyone needs to fight together. Grab your own cameras. Get out there, put your boots on, do it. If you can't get out on the beach, talk to you gotta talk to. I'm fortunate enough, I don't know why I can handle this gross stuff. You know, obviously it's affecting me mentally, but I don't want to hold this microphone. I got business cards if you want me to help. If you got anything to tell me you want to see differently. I've been trying to avoid targeting businesses. I've gotten messages like that. I don't want to hurt anybody. I just want to show you what's happening. The news is going to show it. I'll show you. I've broken cameras. You know, I'm running with what I got. I did this whole month stealing Wi-Fi from a damn hotspot. So,
Yes. Thank you.
that's enough. You know, I'm just trying as hard as I can. I might not have any clients next month because the tourism industry hates me. You know, but I get messages from guys in big businesses saying that they support me, but they can't vocally support me in the public because that's how it goes, you know. So they want me to just call it Sarasota Bay, you know, and then I call it some location and call me fake news because the fucking fish moves across the water. Sorry for cussing, but that's how it goes. You gotta track it. It's environmental. Thanks to Steve McAllister. Thanks to everybody here. Basketball. This guy I talked to online. I just met this dude in person. I know he's a badass, so I'll be talking to him. I'm going to interview with him. I'm going to try not to cry anymore. My bad.
Okay. I know that everybody on this stage could talk at least for an hour non-stop without taking a breath. Any of them could. I'm not going to give them that opportunity. I'm going to give them another 30 seconds. We're going to let everybody give their final thoughts in 30 seconds. Okay? And I want to remind you, we did not organize this to be a political event. Okay? This is not about a political event. However, where one or more people are gathered, there is politics. That's just the nature of the game, folks. We have to live with each other. We have to do this. Politics are going to be involved. We invited a lot of politicians out here today. A few of them showed up. Consider that as you make your choices on Tuesday, as you make your choices in November. Okay? Because I can't tell you a lot about what these guys stand for, but they cared enough to come here today. And that says a lot to me. And I thank them, and I thank you guys for coming out here. I'm going to give all of our panelists another 30 seconds, and then we're going to move on and do our next little deal, okay?
I'm gonna defer my time.
All right. I want to start off by saying that
Everyone quiet, please.
I apologize. I'm going to start off by saying I don't know where she's out there, but I have a Democratic opponent in the primary. Her name is Wesley Beggs. She's a new college student. She's fantastic. I was born and raised here. I think I'm pretty good too, but I don't know why she's not up here. Anyway, moving on. You're exactly right. It is local issues. I'm going to take... I am pretty much talking as loud as I can. Why don't you track me down afterwards and I'll give you all the time you'd like. We have to take a more regional approach to these things. This young lady from Manatee, and it's not her fault, she's not part of it. Manatee County has refused to recognize the headwaters of the Myakka as wild and scenic. All the oak trees, when they, whatever a necropsy on a plant is called, everything at Crowley Museum died. It's because of the same thing as sugar. We hold the water back for farms in Manatee County. It collects all of those nutrients, and then it comes on down and it kills. It's supposed to be dry in the wintertime. It's rough. We need to take a regional approach, and we need to not The best thing I saw, I went to the MOAT presentation at the Venice City Council on Monday and last night at the Inglewood Event Center. What the gentleman there showed, they did an overlay map showing the spikes of red tide over the last 30 years, pardon me. The scary part was, when they did a red tide funding overlay over that, it was the exact same spikes. We don't need you guys here just when there's a problem, because there's always a problem. And we have to stay on this until we get it fixed. Thank you.
Okay, so once again, I'm Andy Melee, Suncoast Waterkeeper. I want to address something that the gentleman with the camera said, that the news isn't paying any attention, because I was fortunate enough to be tagged by NBC Nightly News, and that's the Lester Holt show, you know, and MSNBC, which, God bless MSNBC. I'd be in a box by now if it hadn't been for them. But we took them out on boats, and we did interviews with them. They were supposed to run on Nightly News last night, but the John McCain news kind of shoved us out of the way. But at some point in the next few days, tonight, tomorrow, whatever, Nightly News, NBC Nightly News, is going to cover this issue with dead animals on screen. And MSNBC is going to run the first of several pieces on Sunday night at 7 with Casey in DC. So watch for that stuff. It's finally getting some national attention. Thank you.
Again, my name is Ruta Maria Gignari. I'm running for Sarasota County Commissioner in District 2, but it's an at-large seat. So anywhere from the airport down to Northport, you can vote for me. I need all of you here today to get out of your comfort zones. You need to step up. You need to walk with us. Come out, knock on doors of your neighbors, talk to 5 of your neighbors every day. Tell them the issues of this county. Tell them the red tide, that you're having trouble breathing. Talk to your neighbors, mobilize. You have to get out of your own comfort zones. It is the only way that we can make a change. I always say, I hate saying I'm running for something. I always say we're running for something because I'm only the mouthpiece of everybody. I get my salary, should I be elected, from all of you. And I have to answer to all of you. But you also have to do me a favor. Come out with me. Walk with me. Protest with me. Fight with me. It's Ruta Gignari, and please vote for me November 6th.
I'm going to be brief because there's not a lot of other people, and I know you guys have been standing for a while. If you're interested in getting involved in your local community, please come stop by at my table. I'm outside, I'm on the right-hand side. I've got information for you, how you can get involved, how you can help make this an organized effort. Because right now, as I said, there are a lot of people working on this issue, but we all need to really work together in a public sense, in a way that everybody can see. That way we can all be held accountable, and we can hold these other people accountable that are causing this problem. We can get this legislation changed, and we can do that if we're working together in our own community.
Anyway, thank you. I am an analyst for Fox News. So I think the other side should be represented. It's all Democrat, Democrat. And I'm independent, but really, let's just give a handout for the other side too. Thanks.
I'm going to say this out loud. Ruta's other side cannot win this election. She needs to win this election. I'm just going to say that and leave it. You guys can talk to me outside.
All right, as I said, I started my own investigation into this in 1987 when they took away my business. They took away a lot of boat captains this week. Okay, they took away my kids in 1999 because of what I know. I told the Bush brothers and the whole family, I will not pay to play. I am an independent. I am not accepted by the Democrats or the Republicans because of what I know. I've said it this way for 25 years. They're just both different sides of the butt cheeks, and I only have time to deal with the ones closest to the middle. And that's where they've got to all go. I can give you information, talk to you for hours. This is not going away. So today, as a family member, as a dad, as Florida Youth Soccer Volunteer of the Year, as a representative of over 1,000 people in a lawsuit going on now for like 31 years, I announce I am running for Florida Attorney General as not a lawyer, because I was told by the Florida Bar in 1994 if I ever did get my law degree, within 6 months they'd find a way to have me disbarred and put me in jail for something. That's a personal threat. I take it serious. I'm a dad. I want my kids. I haven't seen them for 20 years because of these people. They are so involved in so many monopolies. We've got to stop them where they get their pocketbook filled. That's the only way. Thank you. Randall Townsend, non-party affiliate, write-in candidate. I'll pass out cards to everybody as we circulate through the group. Thank you.
Okay, once again, my name is John Hine from the South Florida Clean Water Movement. We're talking a lot about the community getting involved, right? Everybody can hear me back there? I want to make sure that you hear this, right? Isn't that what we're here for, or are we here to be on happy hour? So, the reality is this, okay? We hear a lot about how the community can get involved, and let's get the community involved. How about we do this? I had a proposal. How about we get the politicians involved? And myself, who is doing what this photographer has been doing, I've been doing it for 25 years, and he and I link up, and the politicians come with us and walk the beach, and we propose to them to come down here and see exactly what's going on. Instead of the community being inflicted upon it, we're living through politicians hiding behind closed doors in boats that they won't meet us as general public. So my proposal is this: whether you're running for anything or you're already in office, come meet me and my boy and go for the reality tour.
You can actually also go onto my Facebook page, Candace Luther for Manatee County Commissioner. I actually have walked the beach myself too. There's a half-an-hour video with a lot of information, a good explanation of what's going on. Thank you.
Again, thank you to all the people who came out for the panel today. Thank you guys who brought all your questions and your statement. And if you guys are still, a little freaked out about everything, there's plenty of beer over there that'll probably help in the situation. And guess what? This is just the beginning, not only of this movement, but of today's event. So if you haven't been out in the backyard today, a few of these people and more people are going to be speaking. We have artists in the community who come out to perform, to keep it light, to keep it fun. And there's plenty of tables out there with organizations where you can get information from. Thank you guys again for coming out. Thank you for being good citizens. Thank you for being part of this community. And let's turn the tide.